So being this guy filled with life, filled with the blessings of Deuteronomy 27, he willingly laid down his life. So now when we believe the gospel, we get that life on the inside of us. So now when we go back and read Deuteronomy 27, we can say, oh wow, if I'm faithful before God and keep his law, then all these blessings will overtake me. And the reason I can now do that is because I have the life in me that Jesus had in him when he actually fulfilled all that. So again, the Tom Brady story. Tom Brady wins the 7 Super Bowls, but then dies and then rises again. And of course, I believe in Tom Brady, which means I have the same life on the inside of me that he won those Super Bowls with. So now when it comes time for me to play my Super Bowl, I'm guaranteed to win if I stay in faith, if I keep believing that Tom Brady did what he did for me, that it's fulfilled in me, then I'll walk out in my life the same victory he had in his life. That's what he's saying here. That you'll be partakers of the divine nature, that life and power you have in your spirit when you got born again, that as you now engage your faith in the promises, first to walk righteous, but after that, every promise the word makes to you, healing, prosperity, joy, peace, walking with God, your call, winning your family and friends to salvation, all those promises that as you believe them, this divine nature on the inside of you that you have when you're born again, it comes forward into your life. I absolutely love that. This is one of my favorite verses in the Bible. Now let's look at the second half of that verse. So now you're a partaker of the divine nature because you're believing the promises. You believe you're righteous, so you walk righteous. And every time you're tempted to sin, yet you believe you're righteous, that righteousness comes forward. And so you never have to do the sin you're tempted with. You know, that's the difference between Romans 7 and Romans 8. We won't go there. But the Romans 7 guy is spiritually dead. He wants to do the right thing, but ultimately he can't. So he's always forced to do the thing he doesn't want to do. The 10th commandment says, thou shalt not lust. The more he tries not to lust, the more he lusts. But by the time you get over to Romans 8, because now that you have the life of Christ in you, the second covenant fulfilled, when you accepted the gospel, that life is now in you. So now when you want to walk righteous, you can. So now when your body stands up and tries to say, oh, you can't walk righteous, you know, that's too hard, that's too difficult, you must do this sin that I'm tempting you to do, because you have life in your spirit, when you choose to walk righteous, you now can do it. It's now fulfilled in you. There's nothing that can stop you from walking righteous, which is the second part of 2 Peter 1:4, which is having escaped the corruption that is in the world through lust. Because the temptation that you're tempted to do, that when you were not born again, ultimately you were forced to do it because you're a sinner. But now that you have life in your spirit, now the righteous thing you want to do, there's absolutely nothing that can stop you from doing the righteous thing. So you've escaped the corruption that's in the world through lust.